Okay, I've already traced the butterfly out with a sharp pencil on here. Try to do all this in real time for you. It's actually pretty dark in here, so. Now I size my butterflies to my chisels, right? This way it's one shot. Don't have to go back and forth with or along a line with one short chisel. One whack. Now a lot of guys will trace this out with a sharp knife. For me, this is a lot faster. Time is money. I'm going inside the line because I'm going to trim it to the line. After I remove the material with the router. Alright, now your outline. That's simple. I actually forgot to adjust this, but look at that, we're okay. We're a little proud, and I'm going to leave it there for time's sake. Got a little close to the line there, but it's okay. This is just for demonstration purposes. Got a series of other chisels in here in case I need them, but basically now, this chisel I use for the line because it fits in there perfectly, but I'll use a smaller one here because I don't want to get too close to the corners at this point. Nothing's, you'll notice nothing's clamped down here. Not too worried about that. I'm doing this because this morning I watched some videos on how to do butterfly mortises after I made my video yesterday on how to actually make the mortise. The piece, this thing here, the actual bow tie, butterfly, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just, I'm kind of blown away with all the steps that these guys are doing and how long it's taken them as they're showing you. And I'm thinking, what are you guys doing? Time is money, all right, for me. Now, I've done this hundreds of times in furniture, all right? And, I don't have that kind of time. I mean, a lot of these guys, they're kind of like, look, we can all nerd out on things, right? But I'm not a nerd. A lot of woodworkers are, like, they're just woodworking nerds, man, and it's okay. I mean, I am jealous. I'm so jealous of their woodworking shops and the tools that they have and all of that. But, I think that on one hand, by the way, your chisel should be sharp enough where you don't actually have to hammer it all the time. So I think that some of the stuff that these guys do when they're showing you these videos and you're seeing their shops, I think that it's kind of detrimental to beginners because it makes a lot of you newbies think that you need all that stuff. Right? It makes you think you gotta have that top of the line table saw and all the jigs, the table saw jigs, everything else. And the fact of the matter is you don't. It's a poor craftsman that blames his tools, okay? And I just, you know, I watched a guy cut. He was making his butterflies on a table saw, all these jigs, and he was only making a few of them. I guess if you're just doing one project, it doesn't matter so much. Remember, you always want to register, put a mark, because these are not always going to be perfectly symmetrical. So now I'm going to lay this on here. I'm going to see, okay, where do I have to just take a little bit more material out? I'm going to choose this side here. Got a nice sharp pencil here. Oops. Go back over my line. And then just remove a tiny bit, just a teeny tiny bit. So yeah, I don't know what these guys are doing. They're making things way more I guess humans just tend to do that. Make things a little bit more complicated than they need to be. On the glue, I like Type-On 2 because it sets up within 20 minutes and then you can keep working. Again, time is money, so let's get the tiny one here. So you can see the benefits of having several different chisels and having them to the size. Having that long Japanese chisel, that 2-inch chisel, the beauty of that is it's a one strike on the on these long lines here. Okay, we're pretty close. Pretty close. I think I'm going to take just a hair out on this side. I feel like I'm already going too long on this. Of course, my chisels are honed to the point where they can shave the hair off my arms. I just do that by hand. I don't use any jigs. Yeah, we'll get that in there. I actually wasn't perfectly set up for this, so I apologize. I grabbed a piece of scrap wood over here. It just so happens to be shaped like this. It's a cut off from something else. I'm going to put a little glue in here. You don't have to brush this around because when you hammer this thing home, it's going to get some squeeze out in there. I like to hit the end grain. Seems like it makes more sense. I actually removed too much material with the chisel on that side, but it's not terrible. Now the big, you'll notice I didn't put any blue tape down. It doesn't matter. Just use a little water, and it's good to use the water. You're going to use water anyhow. You should be using water later to raise the grain before you start sanding. And there you have, in real time, how to fit a butterfly mortise. That's it, people. It's that simple. So it took it less than 9 minutes to fit that one. I could probably do it faster. I just, you know, I've done hundreds of these. So have a good day. Now you know.